and welcome everybody to the second match of the finals for the losers bracket tourney. Today we have the same three runners as last time. It is an elimination match for UMI. Everybody else, if they lose, they will stay alive, but UMI needs to take the win here in order to keep his tournament hopes alive. So today we have a race goal that has never been done before, like before. Also, I should probably mention I'm joined in commentary today by Go Cubbies. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Alright, so today's race goal is going to be use 10 unique equips in one duel. These have to be equips with different names, so you can't use multiple dragon treasures, for example. You do have to find 10 equips with different names, put them all on monsters, and of course finish the duel. So we have trackers for all three runners today. We're going to keep track of what equips they have, and then in the duel, once they have their 10, we're going to mark off, and basically whoever gets 10 equip drops first and finds monsters to put them on will be the winner today. So
should be an interesting match. I talked a little bit with Shira about a couple of these runners before stream. I think it'll be very interesting to see which equips these all runners go after. I imagine there's going to be a few of them that most of them are going to, probably 3 or 4 at least, that they're all similarly going to go for and use in their duels. I assume whenever they get all 10 of their equips, give or take, ready, they'll go back to like somebody in Egypt one, like Simon or one of the villagers, to make sure that they can keep their cards alive. But maybe I'm out there thinking that
we should be good to start. Just double checking.
Yeah, I remember somebody had
I'm gonna leave if everybody's ready. If you got any questions, feel free to ask and I'll pop in to answer.
Should be ready here in just a moment.
Okie dokie then.
Alright, and starting at 15. And we are getting ready to start here. Timer should be counting down unless something messed up again. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and go. We'll see if Umi starts on time this time. Last race he started a little late. Took a 40-second loss at the beginning.
Oh, the question is, how many resets will I do to get an
everybody within 5 seconds,
not
that's
BCD or a POW?
Yeah, so we'll see if our runners decide to reset for starting equips at all. The really magical labyrinth's the only one that would be undesired, but
I was thinking of trying for something like
Mace transit for twin-headed equip out of muscle memory, and honestly, it might not be the worst idea.
Or just an equip that isn't very common. You know, if you get DT as your main equip, that's one you might see pretty easily. But if you get like laser cannon armor,
it's got to be one of the A-Tech equips, or it has to be a good deck. One of
be an interesting.
So we'll see everybody's decks and see what equip they start off with. Marz has Cyber Shield. That has good compatibility and is A-Tech only. He is choosing not to take it. Umi has Sword of Dark Destruction. He is taking it.
Yeah, but the problem
Namitai has Laser Cannon Armor. Nope, Umi not taking the deck. Namitai is question mark taking it. Namitai's taking it. So Laser Cannon Armor, and we have a problem. It doesn't fit in the box. So
yeah, Sword is when you can get off a BCD.
I just go LC Armor.
Well, I can't put Laser Cannon because there's another equip called Insect Armor with Laser Cannon.
That's what I'm saying. LC Armor.
Laser Cannon A. There we go.
But I had a really bad deck. Wonder what Namitai's strategy is. He's quiet today.
Yeah, Cyber Shield's a pretty solid equip, that's for sure. Good compatibility, A-Tech only. Umi had the most easily winnable equip of all. Violet Crystal should be a good one if Marz likes this deck. Umi has Steel Shell. You're not going to win that one, but it's not that easy to use.
Violet Crystal is an A-Tech one. I'll take this.
Right, Marz is taking the Violet Crystal. Umi's backing out again.
Understandable enough.
Steel Shell, I mean, the thing is, you're not going to win it, but it works on very few monsters, mostly turtles, but a few aquas, and it works on Bolt Slug, and that's about it.
Just say, well, Slug's not too hard to get then, but I
Yeah.
get the idea of throwing the deck away. Probably the rest of it wasn't too amazing either, I reckon.
Yeah. So, Namitai is in DMK immediately, and DMK drops Ats of Despair on BCD, so that
And
could be
Magical
a good target point. And Magical Labyrinth, that is an equip. You are correct. And if at any point I miss an equip on the tracker, it may just be this. It isn't updating on stream, because I had some issues with that today. So, I'll try my best to keep an eye on it. I just have way too many things on screen. Umi has a deck. I did not see the equip in that one. It was Salamandra, which is okay. It works on a lot of pyros. And you're not going to win that without ATEC. So all three runners have equips that are ATEC exclusive. Ooh, Namitai with a Scam DMK duel. Nothing in particular. I didn't see any Dragon's Thunders or Ats of Despair from that. So this run could go really fast, or it could take a bit, because it's like winning 10 equips. There's a lot of equips that drop like pretty commonly that you don't really think about that often because they're not useful for like any percent. Like Mystical Moon's really common from Keith. Electro Whip's really common from Mai, and then if you do some ATEX, you'll probably pick up some not so nice stuff. So there's definitely a lot of paths in this one. And you can fuse equips as well. The only equip that is not allowed is Metalmorph, because every Metalmorph interaction counts as a fusion, not an equip.
I think that's fair enough.
Yeah. And we will be using the 10 equips at the end of Duel to verify. So. Alright, Mars finishing up Simon. Umi went into Tayana. Probably just trying to get some early trap chances for both runners. It's awfully quiet.
Yeah. Don't know what to talk about. I'm just trying to focus.
Right, Umi finishing up Tayana. Gets a few cards. Hey, if you use Elegant Egotist, I would be impressed.
I'll give you props for that, without question. That really just aped out Dark. God, this game's so dumb.
God, he's almost done with his run. He started like 3 hours ago.
3.5 hours ago. Sorry. Professional commentator here, by the way. No big deal.
Hey, that's a professional multitasker. I like
do
it.
want to say, I think this goal has been one of the worst so far. Like, this is worse than the last goal.
Oh boy.
By far.
Oh, finally, I won right arm.
This one.
Good.
I don't like this one at all.
Dark Magician can stay.
What concerns do you have that you don't like about it?
I don't want to go fucking equip hunting, first of all. Second of all,
Another scam pal for
fucking Christ.
Namitai, unfortunately.
Namitai gets the bioplant from last race. Our last race goal was Hungry Burger.
And lastly, it just having the back row bunch of freaking equips in one goal and just slowly make sure you equip them to each monster and don't accidentally fuck one up when you have 10 is also just tedious.
Yeah, I can agree with some of those things. I'm interested to see how it turns out, though. I don't think it'll be a super long run, though.
Like, at this point, I'd rather play bingo. Like, this just seems really tedious of a run.
to come up with a lot of like quality goals, so I just do the best I can
Just
and
making
hope
good
they end up
progress.
alright.
Just getting past Taeon.
And Mars gets the fake trap,
Oh,
yeah.
I got a fake trap, which is
That is gonna help. That is definitely gonna help. I haven't seen any other equips anywhere yet, but fake trap unlocks A-teching a lot easier, which is always nice.
Rage.
It is. I can A-tech for Eclipse if I need to.
Okay.
Let's see. Either
Umi, is your
Elf
mic muted on stream?
Best Village 1.
Bill 1 has a lot.
Nothing in particular from the S-POW for Namitai. Nothing really drops there.
2 yams count. Do I keep? If I don't have a dark
There
cannon.
we go, you should be able to hear me now.
2 Yami technically counts.
What
Yeah.
takes Violet Crystal?
Zombies.
Zombies?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
apologies if, Umi, if you said anything previously, I couldn't really hear.
That'd be wonderful. Yeah, just to get confirmation, are we going the same parameters as
When-
Hungry Burger percent?
We
So
actually
once the 10 equips are
I can't
done, we still have to finish the duel that we're in, right?
You ever see a THTD beat a
You
school
need to
night?
finish the duel in this one just so I can see the 10 equips and the results.
He's doing commentary or something, wasn't it?
There's just a lot to keep track of at the moment and trying to make sure I get the
Oh, Ushi only
Like,
takes it.
things clarified.
All good. I'll join in just a sec.
Mars has
Make
put
it
the
a nice-
violet crystal on his thing. If he finds 9 more equips in this duel, he can finish early.
So, 2-9.
He's opting to A-Tech Villager 1,
I
it
know
looks
who I
like.
want to A-tech for certain equips. Like, if I'm looking around.
Like, my idea with this goal, the route would be just, like, find a trap, A-Tech some people who drop a lot of variety of equips, and then you end up with 10 after a couple A-Techs, and then you're good to go. I don't expect it to be, like, as bad as some people are thinking, but, like, as I said, not every goal is going to be, like, perfect, and these are, like, untested, but they're just ideas I had, so we do the best we can with it.
I think it's pretty creative and interesting goal.
Yeah,
10 is a tricky challenge, but it's worthy of a finals match. And
Sorry,
probably
but
will go
it's
within
free, I
sub
don't know
2
exactly
hours.
what it's gonna be.
Yeah, we wanted to make the goals, like, I wouldn't say harder in finals, but, like, testing, like, more knowledge stuff, I would say. Although the last goal just ended up being, like, RNG, do specific cards drop, which, a little underwhelming, but it's FM. Mai's really good, Isis is really good.
I would imagine, yeah, mine for 3 or 4 at least.
Yeah. There's
Maybe
some
all
overlap
of them,
between Mai and
aside from
Isis.
this one. Yeah.
But keep in mind, you can win a
Shoddy
lot of
power
BCD
Titan.
equips along the way.
Bakura. A few interesting equips like Black Pendant.
Yeah, even Bakura BCD, you could get 2 unique ones.
Link very adamant on the Villager. Perhaps A-Tech for attention.
Mars working on this A-Tech. He's struggling to take damage, but he's getting everything else. Like, it looks like he's doing some defensive wins as well as he has a fake trap. So, like, this should be S-Tech potential, which means if you don't take enough damage, it's still A-Tech. So, Umi getting some nice drops there from Villager 2. No, that's a despair drop, but, like, that's not a very common one. But if you win it, it's nice to see. The actual duel is probably going to be the worst part. Because if you don't have good equip compatibility on your stuff, you might have to set them in the back row and wait. That's the one complaint that I've seen mentioned so far. But I don't really know how it'll be until we get there. Like, I didn't fully test these goals. You know, I just thought, yeah, this could work. 10 seems like a good amount.
Yeah, I think 8 might be a little not low, but
Definitely don't want it to be higher than 10. But this is an easy one to tweak if it doesn't work that well, because you can just say, if we do this again, 8. 8 is a good number.
Cyber Soldier
Yeah.
non-built one.
Mars able to get good damage there.
Yeah, but there's so many equips in the game that it shouldn't be that bad to see 10 equips from how I see it. Step 1, you just have to build your deck up to be able to potentially A-Tech. Magical Labyrinth for Namitai. Do we write that down in the tracker? I'm gonna write it
we
down
do.
and we'll take it out later.
Nice thunder, also.
We're gonna
Okay, my boy.
we're gonna
Got one.
remove that Magical Labyrinth. We're just gonna have it here for a meme. But you know, I don't think we'll be making it to Lab Wall. But if we do make it that far, you could win Lab Wall as early as Sekmaton, a Tenza. You know, and it's not that rare. So, but ideally, Progress won't get that far because nobody in Mages really drops any equips unless you A-Tech. I can't think of any equip drop from Mages on BCD. Except Wing Trumpeter from Meadow.
Yeah, that's the one that comes to mind immediately, but other than that, there might be something on Low Desert, but that might just be me thinking of Bear Trap.
Martis drops a couple rituals, but I don't think there's any equips there.
Yo, I want a house of adhesive tape, dude. Let's go.
And me finishing up, Jono gets nothing in particular, but has a trap to be able to A-Tech Villager 1 with. You know, has some adhesive tape.
Yes. Thankfully, it is helpful in Egypt 1 at least.
Yeah. We're just gonna remove that Magical Labyrinth from the tracker. It's not gonna come into play, but we'll remember it exists. We'll remember it exists for later. Now, the interesting part with like getting the trap activations on, let's say Villager 1, because he doesn't play anything above like 500. You have to be able to potentially bait out like attacks using defensive winds or baiting him to fuse. And there's Tiger Ass that should easily kill something, I would hope. Eventually. I mean, you can force it to attack this turn by putting out something weak.
It's alright, Sir. It's just a minute.
I appreciate your raid, Cubbies.
Anytime.
Namitai getting a Thunder from that duel as well, and a couple good fusion material stuff. I believe there's a Dragon Statue in that starter deck, so it's looking like 2-2. Or the Dragon Statue was from DMK. Not sure which. Really hope Mars gets this A-Tech. I don't know if he got 2 defensive wins, but he definitely got the trap off, so. It's hard to focus on 3 screens at once, so it's good to have co-commentary for something like this to help see, like, to have double eyes for when equips drop and such.
Glad to help where I can.
Namitai getting a Skull Knight start on Haishin. That's low, but not low enough because it gets the Yami boost, so.
Come on, Sano. Good boy.
Alright, 2 sets of drops here. Get the A-Tech, Book of Secret Arts, Follow Wind. That's pretty good start.
That is very
I got a
spicy.
Book of Secret Arts.
Did I see Follow Wind? Not sure.
And I didn't see what else I possibly
I
got
saw
there.
something wind. I'm with you.
Alright, Book of Secret Arts. And we'll see if Umi wins anything there. We did see Follow Wind.
I got a Follow Wind.
So there's 3 equips early on for Mars. Yeah, Villager 1 A-Techs are like surprisingly good. He drops like, he has access to that ritual table if you see 0 ritual in there. But he drops like a couple interesting things as well. I don't disagree with going for Villager 1 A-Tech.
I think it's definitely worth the one try at least, for sure.
Yeah. So there's 3 total equips now for Mars. We'll see Umi's setter drops here in about a minute, assuming he checks before Haishin. Now, I don't really A-Tech the villagers enough to know how much overlap they have in drops, but I assume there's a little bit of overlap. You don't really want to be A-Teching the same people who drop, like, the same tables. Like, Like, for example, if you A-Tech Kaiba and then A-Tech Kepra, not that our runners will get that far, but they have overlap, so. I know Villager 2 and 3 are pretty similar on their normal drops, though.
He's got a lot of them. Okay. Just
Don't
A-Tech
think their
Billy,
equip
we'll just
drops are
A-Tech
too
everybody.
dissimilar. I can check out Pocket here in
And
just
a
a second.
Thunder for Umi. He gets a trap, but it's Goblin Fan, so.
But technically not.
Yeah, technically not a trap.
How am I supposed to eat it for that one? I've got time for defensive wins.
Namitai did so much DMK, this deck's looking really solid.
Find your back row.
And Mars is doing Villager 2, so he has a chance for Atsu to spare if he opts for BCD here. It looks like he is just going for BCD and not A-Tech. No, he is attempting to A-Tech by not killing there, so we'll see what happens. We'll check in about 7 minutes to see the result of the duel. It's like the one run that was do 5 A-Techs, that run was so easy to track, because it's just chill, you know.
Yeah.
Once they start their duel, there's nothing going on for like 5 minutes at least. I think maybe a way to modify this would be use 10 different equips, not all in the same duel. I don't know how bad that one duel is going to end up being, but this is the goal for now. This is if we ever do something similar and have more goals in the future.
Definitely, I'm looking forward to the return of this, so I can not finish last or third every race.
Hey,
Give it another
the
try.
hardest part, if there's ever going to be a rerun of this tournament, is we need new goals. And if
That's
there's
true.
more people interested, we'll need a lot more goals, or we'll have to reuse some stuff. So
I think you're using some old stuff, definitely.
we'll definitely
fine enough.
reuse the good ones and modify some of them. But we need
Definitely.
new goals. I want to keep this tourney small in terms of number of participants because I don't have to come up with as many goals.
Well,
Namitai gets a CD2 from Rets, which means did not try for Beast Fangs.
it's alright though, they'll get it from Shouty.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Of course.
And Power Kaishin too. Let me just call that right now.
The one run where you're actually happy to see Power of Kaishin.
I know. I hope somebody gets it.
And
That
like I
would be
said, any
incredible.
equip that shows up is progress as long as it's not Magical Labyrinth.
Or Middlemorph. I'm sure someone's gonna win Middlemorph. If I was in this race, I'd win Middlemorph.
It could be
That'd very
Namitai's
meta
goal
build.
to like work through campaign and make it to like a Tenza to drop to drop Labyrinth Wall now. You could even go for the Atenza A-Tech and get like Mize drops, you know.
Yeah.
There's
Could be.
options here for sure.
Gonna say, you go to a mountain shrine. I know I like winning lab wall off of Sekmeton every once in a while these days.
Get A-Tech Low Ocean, he gets Invig, Power Kaishin Beast Fangs. I assume he has Shoddy's table, so.
I think so, yeah. Didn't know if I mentioned it or not earlier, but I posted the Monster to Equip conversion sheet and the Hundo drop list that Sierra has and his commands in the tournament Discord section, so everyone should have the same resources to
Umi gets a
use
defensive
the
win
effectively.
with Armored Rat on Res. Interesting. Is this an A-Tech opportunity?
It would seem to be what
Rats
he's
has a
doing.
75% attack rate when you play a face down, so it's the low fake out but good for defensive wins set of like duelist attributes. It's like the ones that are easy to fake out are also harder to get them to attack you if you want to do defensive win A-Techs. Somebody like Kaiba is 50-50, but someone like Mai, if you want a defensive win A-Tech Mai, she does not attack very often. She's only 25%, so it's really tough to defensive win A-Tech Mai. But Rets is really likely to attack. Weevil's 50-50. I don't think we'll see A-Tech Weevil. Tagger's got ATAC Weevil as a favorite strat, but
That one pretty hard as a meme, I respect it.
just a reminder that in my hundo that made it to cleanup, Tagger made me waste 10 minutes of my life with a Weevil deck out for 69,000 channel points.
Boo.
I got
Boo.
Man-Eater Bug, and it was a new card.
Oh my god, I can't believe it actually worked. That
Or
is
maybe
insane.
maybe it wasn't new. I don't remember, but it's
That's funny.
it's Man-Eater Bug. You're like,
I can't
No.
believe you even got the deck out. That's hilarious. I'm so proud of you.
it's not that hard once you have like a hundo deck. You play MBD one card, like he's not gonna beat it.
I guess that's fair.
You could just bait him to fuse a couple times.
It's more what I did.
Umi with a Salamander equip on a Flame Serve. Dump it into Uncle Jim.
I basically go for ATAX, but I had to do a different route.
Namitai about to finish up this My Duel, I assume BCD.
Defensive wins, I assume.
Yeah.
I got lucky to get Fake Trap.
Yeah.
Marz gets the fake trap pretty late in the duel. Hopefully gonna work. And we're gonna see a BCD on Mai, hopefully get some equips here. Mai drops 3 different equips on BCD. A couple more if you A-Tech. So Mai's a really good target. Also Electro Whip's really
I
common.
think I need to be careful because I haven't had the damage yet. Kind of might need to let him use.
And a Mountain Vanilla, that could be useful in the future. Can buff up some dragons for defensive wins. One on shield on mountains, 1800
Oh, I
defense.
picked up this attack. I did not expect him to do that.
Ooh, Marz might fail this attack because it seems like Marz cannot get the fake trap activation because it played hard armor, which is a defender.
He played a hard armor.
Ooh,
that
that's
just barely can't kill Dark. Are
that's
you
rough.
Namitai getting another mountain. My couple
It's also a fucking
helpful
troll.
birds that pair well to make some chicken.
Were there any equips in there?
The attack.
I don't think I saw any.
Consolation prize. A common Arikozu.
B-Tech, oh no.
So Marz does get a Thunder out of it, but obviously missed out on the equips. Still in the lead on number of equips, but that's time loss you don't really want to have.
PCDs.
So this is interesting.
So I guess Umi baited out a Pumpkin Fusion.
Whoa, that's not a shitty start of key.
Max, Insect. You have a lot of clips to go.
And Marz does pick up a Yami that could be helpful in the future.
It's half the dude.
For the fans, the Yami Yami fusion. Umi
I
getting
too
a lot of
hope to see it.
fusions here.
Well happy with that. That was
No, Namitai has at least one Yami. I would imagine Umi might have one Yami. Didn't quite see one yet.
Let's be honest, we're probably not going to see the Yami plays.
You'd be surprised. Book of Secret Arts. Oh yeah, Mars already has that one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thought it was just 2 of them.
Right, Namitai finishing up Keith. Probably will go for BCD for Mystical Moon. Does not go for it. Interesting. Not sure what the strategy is, but definitely has the progress lead. So
Probably get more Thunders, well-rounded deck. Have Keith unlocked at least.
yeah,
from the deck.
Namitai might just be trying to build the deck, get the trap later. Seeing varied strategies here. And we must have a Dark Hole deck because Wasteland is face down.
guys. It's pretty funny.
Shouldn't matter too much for this run, but like there is no like restriction on progress. You know, you don't have to go very far through this run.
Not at all.
When we pulls the ATAC, Rets doesn't drop that many things on ATAC, but At least he's easy to defensive win A-Tech, so you can win some things here.
So you drop Beast Fangs on A-Tech, by any chance?
He drops Beast Fangs. He does get a better trap to use here, so that's at least something.
That's fine.
Your chart.
No
Should've
equips. Drops Invig Beast Fangs, raise body heat.
No, just the quips.
Equipped.
All respectable in their own right.
Yeah.
Game sucks. Give me a witchy dragon.
Getting a ritual, probably one of the first rituals of the race.
Oh well.
Mars got 0 ritual from Villager 1.
Nice.
Ooh, 3 Thunders and a Dragon Zombie for Namitai. Well, the plan
so
worked.
That's why you go for S power, and yeah, everything got 3 Yamis. Let's go.
The plan worked. I think Big Eye's got to come out of here. I guess Big Eye is going to stay in, maybe.
Keeping our mail is.
Oh, taking out the female, keeping Big Eye. I see. I respect it.
Keeping Cherubin, that's a mood.
Potential summon Skull Fusion in there.
I suppose so.
So Namitai only has the starter equipped, but should be able to make solid progress. Umi is walled by DMK's Dragon Piper, and there is Twin-Headed Fusion.
Oh my, we call that trouble and hell.
Looks like Namitai is going to go for the shoddy A-Tech. I respect it as well. 3 different equips, actually 4 different equips here. Steel Shell and Invig are added to the table. Might be something else I'm forgetting. You gotta get laser cannon armor off. I know it works on Curse of Dragon. I don't know much more off the top of my head. It does work on CD2.
Let me double check the sheet real quick.
So it's going to be interesting because you have to put in cards at the end for that last duel that take the equips that you have. So you'd like to have equips with good compatibility or just a deck that can make a variety of monsters. So like if you win 5 different female equips and you have a mystical sand on board, that's pretty easy. But what about your other equips? Like if you have a dragon treasure, you also need to have some sort of dragon on field.
Laser cannon armor actually goes to quite a lot. It works on Meteor Jr., works on BJ. Let me see what else here. Plenty of insects. Pogbass.
Oh, that's useful.
Benzo number 7. Blast Juggler, Mechanical Chaser.
Works
Metal
on a
Dragon
lot of
has
machines.
Yeah. Let's see. HPD. Not that anybody's gonna win that.
Well, you can win it for from a Tenzin when you go for the lab wall.
That's true. If anyone wants to Ape-Pow Weevil, works on Uri.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, One-Eye Shield Dragon, Biscuit Kappa.
Laser Cannon Armor is in the tier of equips that's like, this is pretty alright for taking in 15 card, because you can A-Tech with it. It works on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I would rather have it over, like, Steel Shell.
That's true. Dark Rit, Dragon Zombie, CD1, and CD2.
Yeah, Jono 1 drops 2 different equips on BCD. He's a valid option.
That is sneeze. Bless you.
Does BJ take Laser Cannon Armor? It does. There's the equip off for Namitai on the shoddy A-Tech.
Very nice.
And hopefully Mars can get this A-Tech on Villager 3 successfully. Mars has the significant equip lead right now, but long way to go. Also has a usable trap, unlike the others. Well, Umi has Bear Trap, which works sometimes.
That's my minimum viable acceptable one for Pegasus. So
Bear Trap's good for Mai, for example. Drops some A-Techable, or not A-Techable, drops a lot of usable equips there. It can work on Pegasus if your duel's long enough, or you see Toon Alligator.
True. He likes to play a lot of 13, 1200s. I had like Great Bill Lizark played against me and late in my A-Tech.
If you don't mind wasting like 5 turns, Bear Trap usually works.
I'm not saying it's
see
the
another
ideal
Fake
to have,
Trap
but
and
it does work.
Invisible Wire for Mars. No equips,
Ooh.
but
I think I saw another Thunder or
there
two
was
in
a
there as
raised
well.
body heat apparently.
Nice.
confirm in a bit. Adds a despair for Umi. That is
Thunder.
something
May have none.
Nice.
from
Oh, Umi has
DMK.
that plan as well. Go
Umi's
figure.
deck's looking pretty solid in terms of monster count too. And he can A-tech, so that's good.
Nice one to get though, because
As a Despair works on Nekogal and Ushioni and not
It
much
is really
else,
easy
but
to flip
like
that one.
at least Nekogal comes out fairly often in a lot of decks, so. And I'm gonna double check Marz. He marked a raised body heat. I'm just gonna mark it on here, but like eventually we'll see it when he goes into the next deck edit.
Understandable save before Kaiba.
Wonder if
Just to make
anyone
sure.
will opt to fuse Acts of Despair. And a Mystical
Oh, I also
Moon
got
as
Mystic
well.
That and a dark
Oh
hole.
my. Nice invis.
Dark
Nice.
Hole?
Are you for real?
DMK
Oh my
A-tech. It's insane.
Wow.
I don't think Dark
Okay.
Hole will be useful right now, but
It's nice to see.
yeah,
Oh my heavens. What a drop.
it's interesting, that's for sure.
Look at all these spell kit. Well, as I say, put dragons in for the A-tech.
Mars asking before the race if this one will be like an hour 30 minutes rather than sub 2. Well, with this pace, you're halfway done to winning the Eclipse, so like we might be an hour 15 at this rate.
Yeah.
Getting
Pretty
worried over
impressive
nothing. So far, MasterMarz has not got worse than second place in a race he's participated in, so
Very remarkable start for sure.
yeah. If you just continue to get second place every race, you know, like you're not
gotta
going to be
get
eliminated
second
until
yeah.
there's only 2 left then.
Then you can pull out the dub.
Yeah. And
Namitai down to one last card on their A-tech.
And Umi never got last place in a race either until obviously the last one where he's on verge of elimination, but before that, you know, it's pretty consistent.
Okay.
I don't think none of our runners have got last place yet.
For a lot of the equips. Because of how many she takes.
Is there a monster who takes more equips than Nekogal?
I don't know, but Nekogal takes 12 different ones. You could just do an entire duel with all the equips on Nekogal.
Namitai on their final turn of their A-tech. I assume just to make sure all of the fusions come out correctly.
7.4k Nekogal at the end of it.
That'd be insane.
Or to probably get,
Can
yeah,
you
the last of
equip
the 15
equips, but it's
fusions,
only on
because
Nekogal?
this early in the game, those are fun enough to get.
Also bonus points if anyone does the A-tech on their 10 fusion duel. I mean, you'll be close to it just from that. Because you'll have done the turns, you'll have probably done like a lot of extra stuff.
I forgot the low tier dragon plus Mamiji, his Komori dragon. That was a nice fusion. Nice A-tech.
Yep, Namitai gets the A-tech. We'll see if there's drops. You can win up to 4 equips here unless I'm missing something. And hopefully you pull at least 1. Like with that time investment, you hope to see at least 1. Gonna opt to buy a Thunder here, probably. I mean, you could buy Magical Labyrinth.
Understandable. Yeah.
Marz is going for Jono.
Yep, there's your Thunder.
Jono
Good
A-tech
roll, Thunder.
potentially.
Strong fusion.
So Jono A-tech drops both the swords. I believe it drops Beast Fangs, Salamandra as well.
Does it drop Kunai? Or is that probably...
Oh yeah,
bonus?
Kunai counts too, yeah. So 3 different swords. I always forget about Kunai because it doesn't exist in my runs.
I just remember it because of the anime and the meme.
Dragon Zombie! Fake Trap!
And that's about it.
That's not what you waste 7 minutes for. I mean,
That
Fake
said,
Trap's
Trap
Fake
is
Trap's
for
good, yeah.
Apex, and getting Dragon Zombie off of Shoddy of all people. I mean, who's gonna complain?
Fake
about
Trap's
that?
a really good card, it's just I don't think that's what you wasted your time for.
Not particularly, but
Seeing as the next duel, you're just gonna get Inviswire, so.
not the worst drops ever.
It is worth noting that our match name on race time today is Proud Shoddy, so maybe that had something to do with the Shoddy A-Tech choice.
Certainly didn't hurt, that's for sure.
Umi finishing up Weevil, no equips dropped there. But it's a forest, you know, that's good for defensive win A-Techs. It buffs up Prevent Rat to 2500. You can defensive win easier. I'm just coming up with silly ideas.
Hey, it's an interesting goal. Namitai getting shielded on Bakura, unfortunately. I apologize.
Oh, you might have to Dark Hole here because I don't see you beating over that with this deck.
Well,
Yeah.
I wondered about waiting a turn or two for it in case he played another wall.
You can
but I guess
mountain
you just hope he
BJ
doesn't play.
laser cannon armor over that because that's what happened in the last duel, but like you don't want to have to rely on that.
Hopefully they won't move too.
Okay, that's pretty safe.
All the way down to Aquamador, jeez.
Yeah, that should be pretty safe here.
Very nice.
Marz finally attacking over that Pumpkin. Once you bait Jono to fuse, now he's got a big monster on board you can take damage from. Worked out pretty well.
You know, if somebody told me I'd eventually one day just attack all of Egypt 1 for Eclipse, I wouldn't believe that.
Get practice for A-Tech every duelist run.
Well, I'm able to take command here against Bakura. As long as they can dodge the big boy, should be able to get through just fine. And they do.
I mean, I have the deck to try and do it because I started with the fake trap and all the other stuff.
Midley may not win this turn, but still probably in there.
I feel like the hardest part of that run's A-Teching Simon, because you can't really do a lot.
Assume Umi's on to Pegasus then, if that was Dark Rabbit.
No, that was my.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot she plays that too. I was like, wait a second.
It's not as often. So there's 3 different equips here. Hopefully we see one. There's the Summon Skull for Namitai. Patience pays off of keeping that big eye in the deck.
Very nice.
Alright, Umi gonna hopefully pick up an equip here.
Can Simon even fuse cards?
I'll call one.
Elf's Light. That is the more rare one.
That's a good choice.
Hopefully an Electro Whip on the farther down.
Still having Dehuman in the deck. Why is that?
Electro Whip. There we go.
Hey.
So you could technically S-tech
Very
him by
nice. 2 out of 3 is quite good. What would you use the Dehuman for a fusion for? Sierra? I know
Dehuman's a
bit
good
about
warrior. He's a
Really?
tier 2 warrior, so he makes Flame Swordsman straight away.
Ah, I'm a Salamander. I guess that makes more sense actually.
Kunai with chain.
Marz with another A-Tech. Kunai with chain! Hamburger recipe time,
another fake
lizard.
trap.
Another fake trap.
Simon cannot be decked out, so you would have
Very
to
well
have
done.
some wins and be able to get 15
That puts them up
fusions
to at least 6. I might have missed another
Well, you can
equip
do
over there, but I know I at least saw that one. Is that 3 fake traps now? It is 3 fake traps. That's insane.
I have triple fake trap. Let's go.
Rats on the time wizard. Oh my god. They didn't put it in!
Might have missed it in that assortment of drops.
Just set out 1/2. I get
Did Namitai win
Alright.
any equips? I was fits in a bug on my spreadsheet.
Becky and
I'll admit I was a bit more focused on Marz. I do not think they did though.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I wondered about that fusion.
Namitai made a Cherubin, or Flame Swordsman, my bad.
I wondered if that was gonna make Minamushi or something, but yeah, Flame Swordsman instead, unfortunately. But probably has enough cards in.
Umi finishing up Keith with the S-Pal.
two of his things are an option anyways.
Forgot trap or no.
I'm probably gonna see a BCD Keith here. Ooh, BCD my interesting. Metamorph
you're
does
asking-
not count.
If you're asking Namitai, yeah, I figured
think
someone
I'd
would.
bother doing setup
Metamorph.
or setup.
You have not played a trap yet.
No, I just
Unless you're trying to get the damage here and try again, which fair enough.
it's looking like a loss. Well, we'll get a second chance to see the drops from Bakura now, at least.
I was gonna say, I think Nami saved usually.
Oh
They
yeah,
save for
you
Pegasus
always
anyway.
save for Pegasus.
Understandably so.
I would hope you always save for Pegasus. Like, if you're not used to doing races, I could see you not saving for Pegasus, but most runners at least race a decent amount. I mean, there's some runners who don't really do anything besides PB attempts.
Yeah, I've kind of been focusing pretty hard on that myself.
Yeah,
especially
Namitai
in
wins
terms-
nothing. Namitai definitely behind on the equips, but ahead on progress by a little bit. Now, Umi went to Mai. I assume it's going to try to A-Tech here. Umi already won 2 of Mai's equips, but there are 2 new ones on A-Tech with Cyber Shield and Malevolent Nuzzler. But you already have 2 of her 5 equips, so there's still value here. It's just a little less than it could be.
If he does get 2, though, that would catch him up to Mars and tie him for the lead.
Yeah, Mars is finishing up Seto 1, has a chance for Beast Fangs. 7 equips leaving Egypt 1 would be pretty insane in a run like this.
I'll say 6. before
Hamburger
he-
recipe again! There we
Oh
go.
my god.
Yes, that is a bit.
No equips by the looks of it, but yeah, having 6 equips out of Egypt 1 is already
Nice
pretty
double
damn cracked,
hamburger
I'd reckon.
Oh yeah, and D-Human also goes
Oh,
straight
no.
into Sword Arm,
Ah,
which
I
is
forgot about
nice.
that.
If it's a 1300 Dragon or higher, it does go straight into Sword Arm because it skips over all the intermediate fusions.
Have to keep that in mind before I throw D-Human away next
I
time.
would still like prefer something else over the Warrior though, but
Yeah.
another Summon Skull. So this is a shoddy free duel for Namitai. Have 2 equips you can win here. Namitai probably just hoping to win a good equip. Or just, like, I'm not sure really. Maybe it's just proud shoddy.
Hey, I respect it. Go for the Power Kaishin or the big old beast fangs.
Power of Kaishin, alright, that's something.
Ayo, the call from me.
That is
And
an
a
equip,
thunder?
you did call it,
Shoddy
yeah.
always pays. Ayo, let's go.
So that'll help Namitai's deck quite a bit to be able to beat Pegasus, assuming they go back in.
Understandable. I think they
I'm
went
not sure
right
where
back
they
into
went here.
Shoddy. I think they went right back into Shoddy to pay out and see if they could get beast fangs, which
Yeah.
respect.
Well, they were checking the drops, so I would imagine they probably don't want to go back in since they won something. But like, there's only 1 equip here, and it's not common. So
Second pack, the Arc Energy.
I mean, he's A-Tech on, I forget who he's on again, but giving that Harpy late, yeah, he's on my,
yeah,
seems to be going
Umi's
well
doing
enough.
the Maya tech.
He's got Viper and offense to bait the attack. Respect for that.
Dragon Piper's really versatile because you can get the defensive win and then like ram in with it for even more damage. You know, it's a good card. Getting the Electro Whip off on the Queen's double here. Gotta watch life points, you know, just in case, but like should
Still
be
got
fine. I was more thinking, so you don't kill Mai. Mai's pretty low right
too.
now. You know, at 2K, if Mai plays Toon Alligator, you know, you need a backup.
That would be brutal.
I would hope you have something in your hand that works for that.
Oh, yeah.
We would hope.
Axe of Despair.
Oh no, MasterMarz just lost. Did he save is the question. Oh man, I don't think he saved. Oh no. He's
What a
getting sent
trip.
all the way back to modern day Japan. That's a rough one.
Get ready to learn Japanese, buddy.
It's like It's like when you do all duelists, you can make that joke. Oh, beast fags for Namitai.
Oh yes, shoddy paying both of them.
I was
what I'm
concerned.
talking about.
I was concerned about going back in that situation,
Let's
but
go.
it paid
When
out.
When you pay respect to Shoddy, he pays it back in full, dude. I'm telling you.
So
This man
Namitai going into
pays.
Mai could win 3 more equips here. Definitely, the
Woo!
progress lead is helping. Like MasterMarz, what is he gonna win? Like for the
Yeah.
next 2 duels, he's got beast
I was
fangs.
gonna say,
You know,
he
that's
can
it.
win beast fangs.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
Well, you get
insane.
ATAC Rets, but you already have raised body heat, so you're a little limited on what you can win there. The interesting thing is he does not yet have a twin-headed equip, so
That
beast
is-
fangs would have value, but like you have, like you don't even need twin-headed at this point. You could, in theory, finish on Mai. You know, you
True.
could win the last 3 from Mai and be good. Speaking of Mai, Umi is finished with the ATAC. Please give
Yes,
something.
well, bro.
Please give something. Cyber Shield, there we go.
Marvelous.
I don't think that was all
Fair.
15 drops, but I did see Cyber Shield. So
I think that
there's.
was like 13 or 14. I missed Cyber Shield. Congrats on the trap hole, though. That's a very good
I saw a
drop.
fake trap in there as well. So like everybody's kind of set on traps at the moment. Okay, that was all 15. So I guess Umi's good at counting. Most people go over like 20. You know. Cyber Shield is good. So there's 5 for Umi.
Very surprisingly good spread of equips for our runners so far after Mars had a hot start.
Namitai has the progress
Still in
lead
the
by
lead.
2 duels, though, for what it's worth. I don't know if that will make a difference, because you can technically finish by, like, my campaign, but, like, being able to get to Pegasus is going to be massive. If you A-Tech Pegasus, there's, what, 6?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Feels
I think,
like
I think,
get
just, I think
everything
just
except
5.
help.
MCF, Electro Whip. If we're not counting Magical Labyrinth, then it's 5.
Count Magical Labyrinth.
Yeah. Namitai does have
count
Magical
this.
Labyrinth. You know what? We'll just put it down here.
I think it may as well. Yeah, put it at the 10th spot.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that's the play, but
Perhaps not, but if you get to 9 and you don't have any other ones, you may as well consider it.
yeah, you could just beat a Tenza really quick. You know, it's only 2 extra duels. 3,
Was that like
I guess.
4 Skull Redbirds? Goodness.
It's pretty common.
I guess so.
Yeah, so our runners need to find 10 equips with different names and figure out how to use those 10 equips in a duel.
Alright, so we got the Pocket Duelist up here. Megamorph, Right Castle, MCF, Labyrinth,
DT, Electro Whip.
Electro Whip, Dragon Treasure.
Yeah.
And,
And
that's
Namitai has
probably-
none of those besides Magical Labyrinth, so. Umi
Oh, yeah.
losing out on his 3 turn there.
Book of Secret Arts, not Spirit of the Books. That's the bird thing.
Umi missing out on the 3 turn because he couldn't beat Weather Report.
You hate to see it.
But that was APAL pace anyway, so. Another Skull Redbird. Namitai saving the 3 turn with Big Eye beating over Fairy the Fountain. There is Silverbow, so that's full clear of Mai pretty much. Unless you want to go back for Nuzzler. We're just going to put Silverbow because Silverbow and Arrow doesn't fit. Gets one of everything for Umi there. That's really nice. Did Namitai get anything there?
Namitai got Electro.
Okay,
Very nice.
so 4
Nice
for
Electro.
Namitai.
So far I've got 6
Nope,
GV.
the Electro. Good. Very nice
Oh,
drop.
dang, you already caught up with me.
And how about this? All runners just about on the same amount of equips. Namitai with 4, technically 5 if you want to be optimistic. Umi with 6, Mars with 6. Very, very tight race we have here.
I know what that
Is
half
one
is.
of them magical labor
Into count to
Who is Mars A-Teching this time?
I'm not going to track double Yami, But if you do it, then Marz is attacking Rat's campaign.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say, I saw Midnight Fiend, I'm like, no, it's gotta be one of the early ones, but just not quite sure what.
Yeah, it's got. Ironically, it's got wings.
Yeah, I guess follow wind is
You
just
want an
kinda
800
or
attack
something.
is good enough to beat your opponent's monster.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about attacking these weak people, is you can just kind of play whatever. You can just throw some fusions together, make an 1100 at the end, and that's good enough. It's only, like, a problem if you need 4 effectives, but, like, usually it doesn't, like, matter. Especially, like, when you have 5+ equips, if you put them all in the deck, you can skip effectives, potentially.
Yeah. With the earlier duelists here, like Umi did earlier, imagine it's not too hard to get the 2 defensive ones.
Yeah, and it's really easy to bait out effectives on people like Rats who confuse pretty well.
Yeah.
And people who have no removal. Like, Rats will just fuse, like... I mean, he can fuse twin-headed, but it's usually something a lot smaller.
True. Double equip for Umi on Queen's Double, very nice.
Namitai struggling to scroll there.
Got
through
your
the drops.
Marvelouses out there, I'll tell you that for free.
2 more equips possible from Mai for Namitai. It's gonna move on, though. Oh, maybe not. Maybe just going to buy the Thunder first. So I would probably make the push to Pegasus by now, personally. You have a Beast Fangs.
Should be good enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you go for 8-tech first, or would you just get Pegasus out of the way, guaranteed BCD, and then consider 8-tech after?
I always A-Tech campaign if it's, like, reasonable to. Like, in this run, you don't care about, like, having a whole bunch of Thunders to beat the game with. The reason to BCD campaign is because, like, if it's going to take a couple extra turns, Invig for Marz, if it's going to take a few extra turns, then you may as well take the BCD, win more Dragons and Thunders, and then go back in for an A-Tech.
I suppose that's fair enough.
Maybe faster overall.
Yeah.
So Marz has 7 now. He picks up Invig. That's his first twin-headed equip.
I already have Raised Body Heat,
Amazingly.
so I guess Invig or Beast Fangs is what I was
And they
going
do
for.
take the lead back with that equip number 7.
Yep.
Checking my Weevil
Umi
now,
might have a
see
magical
if it's
labyrinth, but I
something
wasn't
else,
paying
etc.
attention to it.
I haven't seen him with one yet.
We're gonna take magical labyrinth back off of Namitai's tracker.
Biogerm.
This is the meme. We're gonna go back and forth with it.
Just-
Oh, MBD turn 1 for.
Ayo.
Well, you have Dark Hole in hand at least, so this is probably fine.
True.
We say probably, like,
Probably. He could just play another one.
yeah, it usually doesn't happen. You gotta be having a rough day for that. Alright, he went down. Well, that not necessarily down, that's a back row, so.
It's not another MBD. We'll go with that.
It's not MBD yet, it's a back row. Umi is doing something.
Looks like I would have to imagine a Pegasus A-Tech attempt, by the looks of it.
This could be, it's free duel, so, like, are you back on A-Tech Mai? Because there's only 1 new card here. This has to be, like, really the only thing here is Nuzzler, so.
That'd be correct with 7. Yeah, that's correct.
If I have my tracker wrong at any point, let me know. Well, if Umi pulls a Nuzzler, that's good.
Any particular
That would be
duelist
impressive,
have a
yeah.
focus on
That would be, I was gonna say, that's every my equip then. Jeez.
Marz's list should be up to date on stream.
Sayura.
Did I miss something?
We were
Finishing up
we asked
their
a question.
A-Tech on my... Let's see what they
Oh yeah,
get.
Follow Wind is this too.
10
Whoa! Okay.
Does that have to be on anyone
There you go.
specific?
Anyone
Well,
you
he go again, or will he try progress?
Okay, so we just go to Simon.
Horn of Light. I forgot all these equips exist, dude.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa! Multiple
Double
Horn of Light.
Very nice.
Yo, I gotta try my ATEC.
Introducing himself.
Like we
That's
completely
crazy.
forgot about those cards.
Oh my
Mine's
god,
insane.
Yeah. Now that as I say, besides Nuzzler, he got every single my equip. Oh my god. And now that puts him in the lead, unbelievably.
I blame Cubby's being loud for me not
Mr.
hearing
Mars
that
better watch
question.
out.
Sorry.
Fuck's sake, Cubby, you had one job.
Damn, Amy's going fast. this
Yeah, I
time.
was saying I blamed you for being loud for me missing the question because I have you louder than them in my ears. So
My bad.
nah, just because you're the main focus on commentary rather than them. Like you don't want too many voices drowning each other out because they can't hear us unless they're watching the stream. So
Win what I need to win here.
I'd be surprised if none of them are watching
You're
the stream.
a
there's a Jirai
There's
Gumo
one.
from Weevil. It rams into the
Okay.
fake trap. He's got to Geki it out of the way.
Who does?
Respect.
We attacking Weevil right now? Oh man, Tagger would be proud of
We
this
are.
one.
I was gonna say, I think Mars is gonna ATEC every duelist they can.
Mars is done after Mai at this pace, you know.
That might be, yeah. This is some incredible strats I'm seeing here. I didn't think anyone would be impressive enough to go for it, but Mars is going for it.
I was hoping to see what Mystical Moon.
So far, so well.
Okay, 61.
Only just lost the lead to Umi a moment ago, but otherwise has been dominating throughout.
Me trying to pick up the Mystical Moon from Keith here.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Time to cook.
And then if he has double Yami, then that does put him at 10 once he wins Mystical
He
Moon
does.
here.
He has at least one Yami. I'm pretty sure of that.
You
I
could
don't know if
potentially
he has
buy
multiple.
Yami as well for a second one if you have 55 chips. I don't know if he's spent his chips on Thunders yet. But like I said, this could be a really fast race. Now, the end duel is going to take a long time. And
Yeah.
you definitely don't want to make any mistakes. But Yami Yami is a potential thing that I will list if needed. MCF, that works.
Wow.
That is 9.
Another metal more. A third horn of light.
Nah, that was the other one.
Oh my god.
But I am now at 9 equips.
I guess Umi's gonna go back in for what was the other one you mentioned?
Mystical Moon, if he picks it up here, would be nice, but he could opt for
At this
Yami
point-
Yami.
Got very lucky.
I think if he doesn't have double Yami, he better go. I guess Keith would drop Yami though, wouldn't he? Or
Keith
where else
does
would
drop
you go?
Yami and Wasteland. So you could pick up the Yami.
Yeah.
Definitely would think, yeah, at least ride Keith for a little bit, given how big of a lead you're in and almost winning this race at this rate.
Namitai finishing
Well,
up.
you see mine.
Ooh!
Hey.
Rams into fake trap. Oh, that was. Oh. Oh, God, this is the Pegasus
They're
A-Tech.
really doing A-Tech
This
with
is a loss. This is a loss.
Oh my god, it is. Oh no. Oh no.
This is a loss for Namitai. Had to get the trap off at the very end. And unfortunately, when you have fake trap and no Geki, this is the spot you can be in. That's just a loss.
That's awful.
Wasn't really paying much attention to that duel until
Oh, sorry.
little late, but the trap draw really late cost it.
Awful. Yeah. And the Barret Dragon for the VM, of course.
That's
Oh, that sucks.
really unfortunate.
Both equip and trap blast.
But we
God.
should mention the
Even
format again. This is an elimination format, so you don't lose. Like, if you don't get last place, you move on. But if you get last place, you lose a life. And Namitai still has both lives, so it's double elimination for Namitai.
Yeah,
Laser
basically,
cannon armor.
Laser cannon armor.
invisible wire,
Like,
another hamburger recipe,
Set 3.
another dark hole.
hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yami.
one more equip. Yay, time to
Mystical
get
Moon.
Apex.
So
another
there's
dragon
at
bomb.
least 10 for Umi. Umi
At
has at least 10.
Question is, who's he going to go to? If he will go to somebody.
It's going for res. Now we gotta
I
make
would
sure
try
we get
Filter
all
1.
10 in the deck. Interesting.
means-
He's not A-teching yet. He's not doing
Only
his
one-
10 equips yet.
He only has the one Yami off of that duel. But yes, he does have 10. I would say Villager 1, go for the A-Tech that way. You don't get any of your monsters.
Umi, how many
I guess
equips
you
do
don't have to,
10.
but that way most of your monsters can stay alive if you need them to equip to something else, but that's just me.
Hence why I've gone where I've gone.
Okay, Umi has 10, but he's not done. He is figuring out something else to do. Maybe he doesn't
I
like
A-Tech
one of his
almost
equips.
everybody.
Get some
Simon was
filler
going
in
to the
there,
field, didn't.
maybe get a different field, get a wasteland in for whoever he's going for.
He might be looking for specific monsters
And
that
I
take
also messed
some of his
up
equips
my
better too.
A-Techs.
That's true.
Yeah, he won Fake Trap from Tayana, and then
I
he
messed
just
up
started to
my
A-Tech
go-to
everybody.
A-Tech, and I did not A-Tech Simon. I A-Teched literally everybody else. I guess not including Haishin either, but he doesn't count.
So Marz has 8 equips. Namitai's struggling a little bit more with this one, just some unfortunate duels. So, as far as it's going so far, if Umi has time to work with, he just has to not get last. So he could, slow down, try to win some more useful equips, but he's clearly going for something right now, and I'm not sure what. As long as he doesn't get last place, he's in a good spot. And he's the first one to hit 10, so.
I will go for the 10.
Alright, he's going in after this duel. He might just be buying some time to think, maybe pick up a Beast Fangs.
Could be to also get, like you said, get the right monsters in, make sure he has enough monsters and the correct ones to play all 10 of his equips, because that's a wide spread of monsters.
Widespread?
Yeah,
That's a widespread in chat.
double widespread AL.
So if we do see
Mark.
Beast Fangs, he'll probably opt for that over something like Salamandra or Acid
Perhaps.
Despair. See Electro
Marz.
Whip, Silver
Electro
Bow.
Whip, Silver Bow and Arrow. There's my 10.
Marz has 10 now.
Wow, they're both at 10. That's crazy. You were right. Got it finished on Mai, of all people. He takes out the whole deck.
Yeah.
Respect.
And Metamorph does not work. So now we get the most difficult part of the run.
Mars going to Simon. Understandable choice. It's going to be a race to see who can get it done first and/or who can pull off all 10 first.
Yeah, I mean,
You want to, I'll track one of them, you track the other one. You want to track Umi or Mars?
I'll track
Since you're
Umi.
right.
I'll track
take
Umi.
after Mars then.
Yeah. Now, we will have to verify at the end of the duel whether they pulled all 10, because you can see that in the duel results. We will make them show that, just in
Sure.
case we miss something.
I just need to see what goes on everybody.
Alright, Mars has
out of
all of their
these,
equips in by the looks
Echo
of it.
Gal
And make
Tiz.
sure at the
Oh,
end of the duel that you don't quit out immediately to see the end of duel results.
Okay.
Now, you could do more than 10 equips, but, like, there's
True.
no point for that.
Mars only has the 10 equips right there. I just counted.
Yeah, Umi has only 10
Might
as
have
well.
11
Those
or
aren't
12.
dinosaurs,
but, yeah.
right?
So Umi is in.
I think Mars is probably just taking a look and seeing
MCF and a
which
machine
cards
in his first hand. That's a good start.
pick which.
Makes Metal D with an equip that will work. Namitai about to finish up the A-Tech. You know, if this A-Tech goes really well, Namitai could catch up if one of them messes up their duel. One failed equip and it's over. Like, you have to redo the whole duel. So, Salamandra, nothing that takes it in the hand, but you can get a Nekogal out, which takes a lot of things. Oh yeah, Metal D is on board, so there's 2.
I think I can invig.
There's 2 for Umi. So we got the
Finish up here quickly because it looks like Umi's going to have this duel down.
MCF and the Salamander off.
Mystical Sand takes invig.
I would get a Nekogal out here personally.
Laser cannon.
Probably fit
And that
another
is what
female.
Umi does. He gets the Nekogal. That's good for the Acid Despair, because that's one of the more tricky ones to use. If Namitai pulls Megamorph Bright Castle, that's going to make the duel easier, for sure. Magical Labyrinth! Magical Labyrinth! Oh! The scam check!
Double magical, triple magical labyrinth, bruh.
The scam check!
Bruh.
So Namitai's progress strat didn't work in this one, unfortunately.
That's just rude. Mars, you gotta finish up the deck. Oh my god.
Unfortunately didn't work, so as long as Umi and Mars get theirs successful, then this is pretty much like settled on who's gonna be eliminated. But keep in mind it is a double elimination format, so Namitai will just lose a life and be back for our next race if they do end up getting last place. I didn't see which specific equips Umi used, because I wasn't paying
Follow
attention.
and laser cannon armor.
I hope it was... He doesn't have laser... Oh, no.
Whatever the fucking one is. Cyber shield. Sorry.
What equip was that term besides follow it? Okay, thank you.
Mars is just starting their duel, thankfully, and
I'm trying to track the specific equips used. Yeah. If we mess up this part, it's not a big deal. Mars has Invig in hand.
Yep.
Hasn't used one yet. Ooh,
No
that's,
equips yet.
you can get something off.
wow, 3
Electro Whip's in hand with a female in hand. You just gotta be careful. I would just...
Definitely approve
Yeah,
of the
that'll work.
setting the whips face down.
No, I'm not removing the equips from the list, because then I'll have to remember what they were if they mess up. I guess there's an undo button.
Highlighting the numbers, I think, is a good way of going about it.
I'm just making them in color. That's the way to do it.
Mars having 2 equips face down, ready to go.
Ushioni, might want to get that on board. It's a nice monster for equip compatibility. Horn of Light and Elf's Light. Assuming Umi doesn't mess up here, is going to get a nice solid recovery after finishing last place in the previous run.
Shoutouts to the follower for Namitai.
And you just have to be careful that you like draw all the equips if they're on the bottom of the deck. This is Umi, you probably want to leave more cards. If you have equips and the last card, you just set yourself up for potential problem. But you do have Nekogal on board, so you can probably get them all in there.
Mars equipped Violet Crystal if you're keeping track of that.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I know. It's a lot going on.
I forgot.
Yeah.
It takes book in this deck.
Okay. Those both work on Nekogal. That's the Despair and Silverbow.
Takes book.
Okay, just needs the Mystical Moon in the last 2 cards, and this should be good.
Book of Secret Arts for Mars on their Queen of Autumn Leaves.
And no equips for Namitai either.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. And there's the Mystical Moon. Just put it on something. Just put it on something to me. Thank you. You're scaring me.
Mystical Moon also for Mars on Sun Chicken,
And a raised body heat.
as well as Raised Body Heat. Yep.
So, are you ready?
Left arm and
For Namitai.
10. Where are equips right there? 10 of them. And that's a win for Umi.
GG's.
1-11-10. That is insane.
Good race. Like I said, this one could end up being very fast, and it was very fast.
Kunai with Chain on Celtic Guardian.
And he
GG's
has
to Umi
Invig
for
face
surviving
down still, so he has 4 more to draw? Is that what we're at?
nature. Correct.
As long as Mars doesn't make a major mistake here, should be in the clear for second place.
Plays 11. How dare you, special arts. I love how I've got perfect 10s everywhere. 10 turns, 10 card destructions, and 10 equips.
That was a lot faster for the last duel than I thought. Your equip compatibility is really good.
Yeah.
Follow into
Got
Electro
a bit
Whip.
lucky when I realised,
Nice,
like,
very nice.
so I was, the main thing I was going for when I was doing Keith,
Just need
boom,
LCA
but then
and
you've got
silver bow.
MCF, which is the lower equip. But
And
because I
obviously
started
equip the
Salamander,
Invicta
it actually
something.
benefited me because I could just use
After Mars finishes, we're gonna hop in the other call, by the way.
all of the other
Very well.
all the other
And then we can ask quick questions.
equips worked on Necrogal number 2, so I got pretty lucky, to be fair. I A-teched and went where I went.
Yeah, you had solid drops there.
Unlike last time where I got
And Vig for Mystical Sand, so it should just be Silver Bow and Laser Cannon armor. Dragon Treasure for Namitai. There we go.
Only this was a vanilla run.
Yeah, today the drops just weren't there for Namitai, but also struggled a lot with the duels too. Had a couple losses to Pegasus. So Mars has to be careful here because if like the two equips Mars is missing work on different things. So you have to make sure you don't like bottom deck them both and be only able to play one card or something.
I was gonna say, silver bow, I imagine that works on just about every female on the board.
I assume that big insect is on board for laser cannon armor.
That probably is.
Just
yeah.
an assumption. Well, we'll find out here.
There's my laser cannon armor.
Okay, there's 9.
Now I have a really big insect.
Very nice.
Yo, we've settled the debate on who's bigger, big insect or giant flea. It's this particular big insect. Now, silver bow should be done
Big insect on steroids.
if we've tracked everything properly.
I believe we have.
Next game will be make 5 rituals. Please no.
There we go.
That should be all 10.
Big Neko Gal.
Biggest Necrogal I've ever seen.
Subtle.
Really big insect.
I mean, I think that was the 10th, but
That
Mars
was
is
10.
not
We're probably
done
just gonna go all 10, all 40 cards just to double check.
yet. Yeah,
don't blame 'em at
I
this
don't blame
point.
him. We'll hop in here as soon as you finish.
Did I use all 10?
We think so.
I'm double checking. I have 2 cards left in deck. Okay, I did.
Yeah, you're there, Mars. You used all 10. Just beat the whoever.
First, I'm doing an Echo Gal 2 cinematic.
Oh my god.
Oh, never mind, it didn't work.
Don't forget to
It
scroll.
doesn't work unless you beat a monster with it.
Uh.
And there's 10. There it is.
Magnificent.
Equip Magic 10.
Alright, let's hop over to the call.
Yay. That took less time than I
No,
thought.
that you guys did
Jeez,
enough.
amazing.
GG's
I
to
just
that.
checked everybody because I got a really early fake trap.
I was gonna say, yeah. What was it off of,
So many A-checks.
It's Mystical Moon, Namitai.
Namitai gets Mystical
I'm
Moon.
gonna end stream.
Unfortunate luck on that one, but hope the goal was better than expected, I guess.
That was pretty fun.
Terrible.
When you first
I was-
dropped it looked a bit daunting, but then when I realised my route isn't that bad.
When I realized I could just attack everybody and get all the equips I need, it became a lot easier.
Yeah,
still
I
don't
feel like 10
it
was.
because it had to make me think and constantly look at Pocket Duel List because I didn't know what people dropped what.
Yeah.
Not wanting to think.
It's a good knowledge test category. Like we try to have some
Spent, like,
variety.
5 minutes checking drops and trying to plan things. It's like, do I attack this person or do I move on?
Suppose it.
But other than that, that is about it for my commentary. I'm gonna go back to my archipelago sync now.
Yeah, we appreciate you taking the time out to join us. So
I have fun with these races, and
one
I
last
will
question
continue to have
before
fun
you
with
go.
these races.
What day do we want to do next?
Oh, right.
You said you can't do
so
Thursday.
I cannot do this Thursday.
Okay.
I cannot do next Tuesday. And I cannot do next Thursday.
How-
Basically, Tuesdays and Thursdays are my only bad
Okay.
days.
When's the next day everybody's available?
Are we available Saturday or whenever?
I was about
Friday?
to say I'm available all day Friday and
oh.
Sunday this week.
This Friday and this Saturday, I'm not sure yet. I might be going to an amusement park, but it depends on my sister.
You want to make it Sunday?
Sunday
Just
would be perfectly fine, though.
Namitai, how are you?
Yeah, I said Sunday.
Free, let's see how day is set. Saturday.
So Sunday sounds good. We could try Friday, but if there might be a conflict, we'll just plan for Sunday. Is that okay with everybody?
Sunday is free.
Awesome.
All right, we'll just do Sunday then.
Did we say Friday was okay, or?
Or we
We
said
can-
Friday was fine.
Yeah, we can have Friday as the
Okay,
third
we can
option.
try for Friday, but if not, try for Sunday.
Okay,
Exactly.
so-
Friday's
That works
option
for
1,
me.
option 2 is Sunday.
All right, so our next match is going to be Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Brazil, 10 p.m.
If it works out.
UK, and
Yep.
if that does not work out, we will do Sunday for sure. Now, everybody's still alive. Namitai's on 1 life, Umi's on 1 life, Marz is on 2. If Marz loses, then our 4th race will also be 3 people, or we'll be down to
I
2.
could just
So
intentionally throw to make
Oh.
content.
there will be
The ultimate finale.
either 4 or 5 races total. I need to tweak goal number 3 because I've been putting it off. I didn't like it.
I can
I got a
raise
2-day
one with
deadline.
you if you wish.
Yeah.
If you want. I won't. I'm good about keeping
Okay.
secrets, so don't
I'm
worry
gonna
about
head
that.
out now.
Thanks for
Best of
joining,
luck with
and
Arkham Lago.
See us.
if anyone else wants to answer any questions, Cubbies, do you have any questions for our runners or any interview questions?
I did wonder, Umi, you said you had a bit of a route idea going on. What exactly? I was keeping track of so much shit. What exactly was your route idea then? Obviously
so
it
I was
worked.
kind of hoping that I was going to be as fortunate as what I was to get in the early trap, but that's when I decided to defensive with A-Tech Rex because he has a very good concept of getting traps, but also has other equips like Raised Body Heat or Beast Fangs, or again it just depended. Because I took Salamandra, I was looking at okay, maybe I'm going to stick to beasts because of the fact that a lot of them do take it. But then, looking back at the best way to have farmed all of the equips, which I think Mars had a very similar like route, but I decided to try and aim for my was #1 priority once I got trapped because of the fact that she drops Follow Wind, Cyber Shield, and then I can get Elf Slide, Electro Whip, and Silver Bow and PCD.
Oh, you almost cleared out mine.
I think the only one you missed was
Nuzzler.
Slur. You got all the other ones.
I completely forgot about Horn of Light. I was questioning why you were going back. There's only 1 equipped left here, and I forgot Follow Wind existed, and I forgot Horn of Light existed.
Yeah, that was
Sure as
incredible.
well, we check. Okay, so the interesting thing is, if I'd have got Nuzzler as well, it would have benefited Nekagao, but it didn't matter too much. That's why I then went to Keith to try and get Mr. Blue, and then I was going to go Rex to try and get Beast Fangs, but because I got MCF, I then checked what cards would benefit most, and ironically, Metal Dragon not only takes MCF and Salamandra, but there's also a couple of the equips that if I had not used it on Nekagao, being Hall of Light and Follow Wind, they would have worked on Metal Dragon. So
Metal D
those
takes
tend to
Follow
metal-
Wind?
Metal carrying. I think he's a flying dragon,
Yeah.
so he might take it, yeah.
Yeah, Metal Dragon takes Hollow Wind and Hall of Light.
What a champion.
I didn't know about Follow Wind. Usually I don't run machines for Atex, but
Might take
That's
I'll
pretty
actually
cool.
get it up. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
So-
I know he
Okay.
takes laser cannon armor.
laser cannon
Yeah.
armor, beast fangs.
I knew Horn of
Light,
Light, yeah.
CF, raised body heat, follow in Saliendo, and the other 2.
Yeah,
Damn.
so it was a really good.
That was a well played race for you.
Yeah,
Very impressive.
considering last race, I'm very happy with how I played.
Yeah, so
would
you're
say
still
hell.
alive. You're still alive
Yeah,
in the
but
tourney.
it's
You were the
uncertain.
only one eligible to be knocked out today, and you turned it
Stayed
around
on
with the win. So
And came back for the win. That was, I don't know if you were tuned in to stream there, but Mars had a decent enough lead for like the first 30, 40, 45-ish minutes. And then you kept up pace with her pretty darn well, and then yeah, the Mayan feast traps at the end there just
When
put
I
you over the top.
when I heard where Mars was like farming, like he was like literally
Attacking everybody.
like,
You
I
got
was getting
a lot of
the
BCD
thing
drops.
was just going,
Yeah.
that's why I just went on script. Let me go to the two main ones that I know are going to drop the most equips that are beneficial for like 2 cards. Because then I can get over and done with. Thankfully, I mean, it took me one ATEC on mine to get the majority of it, then another load, and then I did BCDs on keep, and then it was just pretty easy from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Quite impressive.
I'm alive. Let's go.
Also, if I do get caught up at work late or something, then we'll just, I don't know if we can push it back on either day, but I'll let you know. I'll try to leave on time, but one day I was stuck at work too late. I don't want that to happen again.
We'll pencil in Friday. You can put that in tournament as well, just so
Oh, I
people
will.